welcome you to the Ranger Chamber. It's now time for this week's News from the Grid.
Hello, Power Ranger fans, Super Sentai fans, and viewers at home or wherever you are. This is News from the Grid, your weekly update of Power Rangers and Super Sentai news. With your hosts, myself, Joe, and I'm joined by, it's Peter. Hi, Peter.
Hello. I'm having a little stand-in today. Gary taking a day off. So.
He's very unwell today, so get well soon, my darling. Love you loads. Okay, so it is Monday the 17th of May, and we've got 3 big headlines for you lovely people. But before we kick off with our headlines, we have got an announcement. Well, I don't have the announcement, but Peter does. So Peter, over to you with your announcement.
Thank you, Joe. Right. Many of you may or may not know me from the other YouTube alias, the Hairy Man Baby. Please take a look if you don't know what it is. Basically, it's a fitness journey. I'm going from 17 stone to whatever I end up at the end. Charities, virtual marathons, it's all part of a program called DDPY Yoga. But what I have decided to do for the month of August, Power Ranger month and Power Ranger Day on the 28th of August, please put that in your calendars, I will be completing a series of 7 virtual marathons. I believe there'll be a picture on the screen of the medals up here. This is what you can achieve if you complete the certain distances. And I'm going to be doing all 7 of these bad boys and girls in the month of August. So, stay tuned. There'll be a link down below if you want to join yourself.
Definitely. It's going to be more phenomenal. Cool. I think I might go for it as well. I'm thinking about it. I definitely want to go for the Red Ranger one for obvious reasons.
Red Rangers, I believe, is 30 kilometers. Now, this is the thing with these medals. You can either do it in one hit or you can do little bits per day. So the White Ranger one, for example, 35 kilometers, that put a lot of people off. But again, you can do a couple a day and spread it out. But I've only got a month to do all 7 of these things. So check out Hairy Man Baby on YouTube, and I'm sure it'll all be explained nearer the time. But that is my announcement here first on News from the Grid.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Peter, for sharing your announcement.
You're very welcome.
Okay, now it's time to move on to our first headline, which is as always, our main headline. Yes, and we have been given some news from Hasbro to report to you lovely people. What is this news? Well, Panasonic and Power Rangers competition. What's this? We've got another one. Well, allow me and Peter to expand on it. The creative energy between Panasonic, Europe's biggest battery manufacturer, and Hasbro's Power Rangers brand keeps flowing. This year's collaboration is about powering up more specifically in an enjoyable online game, with the opportunity to win a spot at the Power Rangers Karate Boot Camp. Exciting times once again for Power Rangers fans all across Europe. In a new campaign, you will be challenged to show off your skills in the Power Up game for a chance to win exclusive prizes or simply have fun. And Peter, I believe you have a little more on this Power Up game.
Yes, I do, Joseph. The Power Up game is about jumping, literally, into the action-packed world where your Power Rangers mission is to collect as many Panasonic batteries as possible. The fun never stops since you can play as often as you like. So head over to poweryourday.win to start playing and winning. The competition ends the 31st of December 2021.
Ooh. And of
Links
course...
below.
Yes, link to the game is below, so you can go and check that out, and also has more information about the competition and so on and so on. And by submitting a high score to compete for the grand prize, can be done once a month. 3 lucky winners will have the opportunity to win their spot at the Power Rangers Karate Boot Camp, and each winner will be offered a 4-day trip, including flights, accommodation to a top secret location where skilled Power Rangers karate experts will be waiting. So this is going to be really cool. But wait, is there something for the runners-up, Peter?
Is there something for the runners-up? Well, 50. That's 5 and 0, if I've got that the right way around. 50 runners-up will also receive amazing prizes as a reward for their efforts. A Power Rangers Dino Fury Morpher. A Nerf Ultra AMP. And yes, battery packs, Power Rangers Dino Fury Battle Attackers 2 packs, which I believe Joseph has knocking around there somewhere. Yeah. A Nerf Ultra AMP, I believe I've already mentioned that one, and a Nerf Elite 2.0 Phoenix CS-6.
Yes, so what we have here basically is these are, one second, I'm just knocked off some of my Dino Fury figures, I apologise. Okay, so basically what we have, so those battle attackers, the battle attackers and the Nerf Ultra Amp and a Nerf Elite 2.0 Phoenix CS6 is and the Panasonic batteries, which I believe are the Power Ranger themed ones. These are monthly prizes, so you can win these monthly, I believe it looks like. So that's good. But the Morpher and the Nerf Ultra Amp are for the 50 runners up for the main competition, which is obviously for the boot camp thing, which is really, really awesome. And the launch of this new campaign is part of a collaboration between Panasonic Energy and Hasbro, the global play and entertainment company and owner of the Power Rangers franchise. This new competition also implies the end of our 2020 campaign, in which fans of the TV series were asked to create a short video to show how they are a Power Ranger in their everyday life. In addition to our monthly prize winners, 2 participants won the most exclusive prizes. Daniel from Austria and Aceit from the United Kingdom. Congratulations to the both of you for making an amazing video for each of you. Well done. Now, both of those boys will be flying to the Power Rangers Dino Fury set when conditions permit. Daniel will enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour, whereas Aceit will even appear as an extra in one of the episodes of Power Rangers.
You lucky so-and-so.
Well done. And we look forward to seeing you pop up on our screens in the future. So, round of applause to you two. Well done for winning. Congratulations. Okay, and yes, as always, Ranger Nation, please stay tuned for any more upcoming Power Rangers news, Dino Fury related, Super Sentai, as always, and any more competitions and anything else going on, we'll be sure to let you know. And speaking of merchandises, we're going to pass over now to our next segment, which is over to you, Peter.
Thank you, Joseph. Now, as many as you fine girls and guys know, on the 14th of May this week, we had a very, very interesting Fan First Friday with many, many reveals, some rumoured, some completely took us by surprise. There's one in particular that really got me by surprise. Joe, are we telling them now, or shall we wait for the vlog to let them know?
I think we should give them we should give them a recap of what was revealed.
Indeed, I think we should.
Watch our vlog. Okay, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. Ooh, 8 things. Now, we're going to kick things off. So we're going to go through one thing at a time. So First of all, we're going to go straight over to the year 2005 with Power Rangers SPD, and we're kicking things off with the SPD A Squad Red Ranger. Woohoo! This is so awesome.
The only gripe I have with these things is that they don't come with alternate heads. Other than that, beautiful.
Well, A Squad Blue didn't get his alien head, although there were fans that have actually 3D printed alternative heads. So that's really cool. So
now that Blue Ranger head that you're talking about there, that was actually created by the prop designer who created the original head. So we will find the link for this head, and it will be down there. It's awesome.
Yes, it is very awesome. Okay, Peter, so what do we think of this SPD Red? Or are we? I think she looks really cool. Obviously, it's a female build because SPD A Squad Red Ranger was a female, and her name was Charlie. And this was the first time we actually had a female Red Power Ranger in Power Ranger history. This was obviously before. This was before Lauren from Power Rangers Super Samurai. She looks really cool. I love that. I love that. Also, each figure
Charlie
also
up here was our first exclusive red female Power Ranger as well.
Yeah.
I don't believe there was an A Squad in Sentai.
No, there wasn't. So now, obviously, fans may notice that the A Squad helmets are exactly based on the Space Ranger helmets, which is really cool. And I think that's probably why fans love the look of those suits so much, is because of how they look. So that is really awesome.
And Doggy Kruger does mention KL-35 in one of the episodes. There was a prison. So lots of in-space references going around in this one.
Love that. And also Planet Onyx.
Indeed. Forgot about
Onyx. There were a lot of Power Ranger nods to the past, which is really cool. Okay, Peter, will you please take us over to our next A Squad figure?
Our next A Squad figure. This was the other rumoured figure, which we kind of knew was coming. SPD A Squad Yellow.
Ooh. And obviously this one's male, whereas in Power Rangers in Space it was female. So that it's really interesting how they've done that, where they obviously made the Yellow Ranger a male instead of female, but I guess they were trying to be like tough and masculine. But hey, women can be tough and masculine too.
Well, I think what ultimately happened there was they wanted a female Red Ranger as a bit of a plot twist, give you a little bit of surprise and something for us to be happy about. So there was also an SPD Pink that obviously they decided to put as female. So SPD Yellow, without putting 3 females in the group, which to be fair, I think they could have done, but they gave us a male A Squad Yellow Ranger.
He does look really cool as well.
Indeed.
Okay, I am taking this
now
over
the
to our next.
curveballs.
Okay, I'm taking us over to our next one. SPD A Squad Green. And he looks really cool. And obviously his helmet is the black Space Ranger helmet, but it's green. And I think that is really, really cool. I love that. And I think what I find interesting is they did a lot of recycling old Ranger suits or helmets and suits to make new monster characters or new Ranger forms. And I think that's one of the things I loved about Power Rangers back then, was I loved how they recycled stuff from the past to make something new. And I just love that. And I also love that each of the A Squad figures also come with their blast effect, but they're in their respective colors. So you could probably use that. You could also probably use them for other figures like Zeo or Turbo, and yeah, I think that's really cool. So yeah, that looks
very
really
nice.
awesome.
Very nice touch.
Yeah. Okay, Peter, what's our well, I think everyone's going to guess what the fourth one is.
By the process of elimination, may we present SPD A Squad Pink?
Woo-hoo! And that is awesome. And yes, and then pink Space Ranger style helmet, which is really cool. And the only thing that's different is obviously each of the helmets have the SPD badge plastered on the black circle. I think I would have thought they would have painted over the black circles, but I guess they wanted to just keep them in just for the nostalgia side of things, I guess. Or maybe there'll be a tie-in one day of maybe like the SBDA squad powers getting inspired by the space powers, possibly. Because if the Power Rangers in space powers existed in 1998 and the SBD powers was 2025, which I find a little tad strange because we're not in 2025 yet and we don't have floating flying cars and aliens living on our planet yet. We don't.
Or our very own Piggy in his food truck.
Yeah. You come to my restaurant. I lose 20 customers and get all of you. That was a terrible Piggy impression. I do apologize. Okay, so that's SVDA squads. Now we have got 2 versus packs. Now I'm going to kick us off with, well, this versus pack I'm really excited for. We have the versus pack of Blue Space Ranger versus Psycho Silver, and this is really, really awesome. And what I also love is they are including Zane's head for Psycho Silver because Psycho Silver was Zane in disguise, and he comes with his Psycho Silver Riser, or Psycho Riser, I think they called it in the live stream. Is that right?
Psycho Silverizer, I believe. Yeah. If
then,
we're wrong,
do
let us know down below if we got that little bit wrong. Yeah.
And of course, TJ, Blue Space Ranger, who's making his, I believe it's his first Lightning Collection debut, is it?
For the 2 of these guys, yes, this is their figure debut.
Which is really cool. I mean, obviously, hopefully maybe TJ will get a Turbo Red suit. I'm hoping...
Most likely, yes.
I hope they'll do one, but he gets his red baseball bat. That would be so cool.
Now, with the Turbo, I don't know if they'd want to do 2 waves of figures for Turbo, but this is something very interesting they could do. They could do Turbo version 1 team, you know, Tommy, Kat, Tanya, Adam, and Justin. And then they can do a Turbo version 2 set. But it's from the final episode where they're all battle damaged.
Well, that would be interesting.
That would. Considering we've got an alternative Andros coming out, an entire world of possibilities has just opened up for us. I just gave away the next one. It's Andros in his disguise.
Oh no, but wait, hold on. We've missed a versus pack.
But we'll go straight back into the versus packs, and this one I'm going to take because I've been dying for this one.
A lot of fans have, and so have I.
Here we have, after so many years, her action figure debut in a 2-pack.
28 long years.
28 long years. Here it is. Finally, here she is. Scorpina.
Oh, wow. I mean, no one in the fandom was expecting a Scorpina figure. And even the actress, Sabrina Liu, who plays the character in the American footage for Power Rangers, and also the voice, she was amazing. She's amazing as... she was so chuffed.
And
really
obviously
amazing.
with the inclusion of the Aisha figure, who is also lovely, by the way, just so we're not overlooking Aisha here, for those that didn't want the metallic armor ones. This versus pack depicts that episode that features Sabrina Liu. As clearly this is from season 2.
Goldar's Vice Versa. That's the episode from season 2, and I love that they did the detailing with Aisha having these little gold earring things. I think that was a real cute touch, and also she's got the scrunchy hairband, which was quite of a 90s thing back then. She's really cool.
So Aisha now joins an elite set of figures that has 2 head sculpts or more.
Which is really awesome.
This time last year, we were worried we'd even get 1 head sculpt. Now we have 2. Thank you, Hasbro.
Okay, and now we can go back to you again, Peter, because you wanted to talk about this figure, and we're going straight back to Power Rangers in Space after we talked about it for a bit-ish.
Funny how these things work, isn't it?
Yes, it all ties in together.
Right, here it is, after I jumped the gun. Disguised Andros, with a removable fabric cloak and an alternative black in space sculpt, so you can do the hood up and the mysterious you can't see my face bit.
Yeah, and and I have to applaud Hasbro for giving us an actual cloak material, like cloak disguise outfit, and not some silly rubber plastic thing. I mean, that was just perfect.
Yes.
Thank you, Hasbro, for giving us an actual cloaked Andros figure. And if you're a fan, Power Rangers in Space, and trust me, one of my best friends, Ollie, better known as, I think he's on Instagram, he's Space Ranger 335. See, if you know 335, you'll know what that's for. So yeah, I can imagine he's gonna love that figure, and I love it too. No one was expecting an Andros stealth disguise figure. It is so cool, and I'm trying to remember the name of the episode of where we have this disguise.
We first to see this disguise in Chase into Space, or is that the Turbo?
No, that's
Power Rangers in Space, episode 1. Episode 1, where the Alliance of Evil's all sitting there.
From Out of Nowhere.
That's the one.
It's when they were having the bad guys were celebrating that Zordon's been captured, and the United Alliance of Evil. That was it. It was that party for that. And the other time Andros wore that disguise was when he got the data cards for the Mega Voyagers, the Mega V Zord thing. Okay,
the Mega Vehicles.
Now, people probably don't say this often, but I love Power Rangers Turbo. It was one of the seasons I grew up watching as a kid, and I'd like to present this image. Now, what we have here is the Turbo Navigator in Defender mode. Now, for those of you who don't know, I've actually got one here. This is the Turbo Navigator from Power Rangers Turbo, and it has the ability to go into Defender mode, which is like a blaster, like this. Now, the question obviously is on people's minds is this picture is a clue of a figure that's coming out in the Lightning Collection in the future. But the question is, what's the figure? And obviously it's going to be Power Rangers Turbo, but the question is, what is the figure going to be? Now, most fans are speculating it could be the Phantom Ranger, because back in the 90s, when you had an action figure of the Phantom Ranger, he did come with the Turbo Navigator in Defender mode. But don't forget, the other Turbo Rangers did use the Turbo Navigator as well. So could it be a potential look that we could potentially be getting a Turbo figure for the Lightning Collection? I really hope so. But Peter, what are your thoughts? What figure do you think it will be? Do you think it'd be Phantom Ranger, or if maybe another Turbo figure?
I think it could be one of a couple of things, really. Now, the obvious choice is Phantom Ranger, and quite frankly, Phantom Ranger is popular, probably the most popular
Mystery Ranger. Yeah.
Yes, it was one of my personal favorites. Still is one of my personal favorites. Yeah. There is a Boom Studio spin-off for Phantom Ranger coming out very shortly, I believe. So that could tie in very, very nicely. Or it could be a complete coincidence. Because, as I've said with the Andros figure we've just received, we could now start seeing alternate versions. So we could see potentially a figure set of civilian Rangers from the Power Rangers Turbo movie. Because they all had those backpacks, which could be quite an interesting feature as well. And again, they're always using the Turbo Navigator to hunt for detonators and the like. Or, going with the civilian theme, we could get a Power Rangers Turbo Blue Ranger 2-pack, potentially, with a fully grown Blue Ranger figure and a miniature civilian Justin Stewart as he was back in the day. So there are options here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool if you could get those sort of civilian figures, and then you can get them to do their keys in the morpher. But if they could do a Lightning Collection Turbo Morpher, just, those Turbo Morpher scalpers can just say bye-bye.
I've still got mine. I just need a new key.
Me too. I've still got mine too. And I remember I've got two actually. I got my original one, and then I got another one because I lost the key to the original one. So it's probably in one of my many boxes of Power Ranger collection stuff somewhere. So
He has many.
yeah, I do. So yeah, that is merchandise news. And obviously, if you want to get those figures now, you can't pre-order the Andros figure yet because only there's going to be more information about that very soon. So as always, stay tuned to News from the Grid as we find out more information. And of course, if you want to pre-order the A Squad figures and the double packs, you can pre-order them now from Hasbro Pulse, UK or US, or In Demand Toys, Comics and Cocktails, Star Wars Figures, I think was another website I came across. So a lot of those
Action Figures, Big Bad Toy Store, I believe.
Star Action Figures, that's it. I don't know why I said Star Wars. I like Star Wars.
It's a mistake to make. They love Star Wars over there.
Mind you, we did have Star Wars Day last week, so no, 2 weeks ago, sort of.
May the 4th be with you all, belated.
Yes. And yes, so of course we'll leave a link to description below to the Power Rangers Hasbro Pulse page for the UK fans. Obviously the US fans, you can easily find that by typing up Hasbro Pulse, go to the US website and you find it, but we'll leave a link in description below for you guys and girls and Power Rangers fans as well. Okay, now we've got last little bit of news. It is, well, what's our last article and what's our last segment? Boop, 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 boop.
It is Battle for the Grid news.
In gaming news.
Yes, indeed. Right, so what do we have here?
Ooh.
Battle for the Grid Phoenix Ranger trailer revealed.
Ooh.
Phoenix Ranger. I don't believe I've heard of a Phoenix Ranger. What is a Phoenix Ranger?
No idea. Well, finally, we recently got a trailer for Chun-Li, who will be joining the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid as a playable character alongside Ryu, the Crimson Hawk Ranger.
Street Fighter!
Yes. First Lady of Street Fighter, Chun-Li enters the Morphin Grid as the Blue Phoenix Ranger. Now, fans may recall that Street Fighter joined Power Rangers Legacy Wars, which at first annoyed a lot of fans until they were given Ranger forms of their very own. So Ryu is given the Crimson Hawk Ranger, and Chun-Li now has her Blue Phoenix Ranger. And I have to say, they do look really more phenomenal. And this is really awesome because I love the fact they've been given range forms. And Chun-Li, if you look at a picture up there on the screen, she looks really amazing. I love that they've got a Phoenix Ranger, and I love Phoenixes, so this is really, really cool. And yeah, so that's going to be really awesome. And also there will be 93 Angel Grove style skins for both characters, which will be really cool. So it's sort of like civilian forms.
The year 93. There won't be 93 versions.
No, it'll be 1993 Angel Grove style skins for both those characters. And of course, the Street Fighter pack will be available on the 25th of May for $12.50 across PS4, Nintendo Switch, and so on. And you can also pre-order Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Edition, which will be available on the 20th of July for £34.99. And that is going to be really cool. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this. Are you excited, Peter?
I am indeed excited for this. Yes, this is going to be quite interesting.
Awesome stuff. And of course, link in the description below so you can go and check out the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid official website. Okay, and hopefully we'll get back into doing our Battle for the Grid content, because I know some of you guys and Ranger fans out there have been asking for it, so we're going to be looking into making some.
Get my thumbs fighting fit.
And that is our headlines for this week. But before we finish up, as always, it's time for Doom Ranger Highlight of the Week. Okay, so what is our Ranger Highlight of the Week? I think for me, my Ranger Highlight of the Week, Hasbro, is the Fan Fest Friday stuff, because I loved what was revealed. I would have liked if there was other things to reveal, like I would have loved to have seen about the capsules or maybe a role play toy or something, but you know, I still love all the figures and etc. They look really cool, and I'm looking forward to getting them, and also for us to review them right here on the channel later in the year. So that's awesome. Peter, what's your Ranger highlight of the week?
Scorpina.
Yes, so same basically as me. So the Hasbro Pulse. So no one
You can't beat that. 28 years or however long it's been for us over here. I believe it's 28 years. But yes, we wanted it. We cried for it. We prayed for it. We petitioned for it.
And we got it.
And now we have it almost up for pre-order. Link in the descriptions.
And
Yes.
that is it.
Can't
Nation. Yes. And yes, Ranger Nation, that is it for the articles for this week. So, as always, if you have any Power Rangers or Super Sentai news, whether it be mainstream, merchandise news, TV show news, movie news, or fan news, please do remember, as always, to contact us on the following: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email address as well. So you can contact us on there. And of course, we welcome you to also remember we have our News from the Grid newsletter, which will be posted directly after this video. So you can go and check that out on our social media. And we just like to say thank you, Ranger Nation, as always for watching. Please remember to like the video, share the video, comment below. And your question of the day is, what has been your favorite article of this week? And yeah, comment that thought below. And of course, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, go subscribe, because we've got many more videos coming out right here on the Ranger Chamber. And yes, it's going to be really more phenomenal. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, Ranger Nation. Have a more phenomenal day. It's goodbye from me, Joe, from the Ranger Chamber team, and my co-star and partner in Ranger crime fighting.
And it's goodbye from me, your boy Peter, or otherwise known Hairy Man Baby. Do check me out. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Okay, so thank you for watching, Ranger Nation. This has been Joe and Peter from the Ranger Chamber team, and that was News from the Grid. Have a good week, everybody.